Alright, Russell Mack, back in the house. I'm only gonna say this once because that's all the time I have for you Muppets today. And hey look, I'm even wearing this Gucci bandana because only fucking real ones can wear Gucci bandanas first of all. But second of all, I'm wearing it so that you simple-minded motherfuckers will listen to me. Stop fucking with your life. It's time to get serious. And after this news I'm about to show you, you're gonna realize why it's time to get serious, especially if you live in the West. And as always, I'm a sovereign individual, and you're still sad, lonely, depressed, and working some cuck job. You know, you probably make your boss only give you 2 weeks of vacation. You're a slave. You're a slave, you know? Where you go, oh, please boss, give me a 5% raise, I'm so grateful. Please let me suck your cock. Yeah, is that the kind of person you are? I bet it is. If you're watching this video, if you have the time to watch this video, then you probably are. So I'm gonna assume that. But anyways, let's proceed. Oh, wait, I need to have my water, and you already know why. I'm gonna take it easy today, so I'm only going with the water. Cheers. Alright, let's go. It's time to stop fucking with your life. I'm gonna tell you why. Alright, so in recent news, the US government has raised the federal debt ceiling. So what does that mean? Previously, before this, the US spent all the money in its budget for the year. Or not the year, until, I don't really know the time span, maybe 2 years. I don't know how long the budget lasts. I would assume it's every year. Anyways, they spent all the money in the budget, and the Federal Reserve didn't want to give them any more money because the Federal Reserve is a private company and they give money, they loan out money to the US government with interest. So, anyways, I get to have my own camera now so I can read along. Alright, so Biden and McCarthy agreed to raise US debt ceiling. What's in the deal? Oh, I bet we all know what's in the goddamn deal. Joe Biden and Kevin McCarthy have reached an agreement to lift the US debt ceiling to avoid a disastrous and unprecedented default. I wonder why. Prior to the details being presented to lawmakers ahead of what an expected vote on Wednesday, here's what, that doesn't sound right. Here's what sources familiar with negotiations have revealed. The deal would suspend the $31.4 trillion debt ceiling until January 2025, allowing the government to pay its bills. We're so broke we can't even pay our bills. Oh wait, sorry, hold on. I don't associate myself with losers and Muppets. The US government can't even pay its bills. Guys, get your fucking crypto wallets, okay? It's time to get serious. It's time to have your sovereignty and have the power of your own financial life back in your hands. Because the people who you depend on to manage to make sure that your standards of living are sustained, you can't even depend on them anymore. So it's time to take matters into your own hands. Get your fucking crypto wallets. How many times do I have to say this? Allowing the government to pay its bills. In exchange, non-defense discretionary spending would be roughly flat at current year levels in 2024. Alright, okay, so let's see what's in this bill. Increased defense spending. Yeah, because that's what we really need. More money to the military-industrial complex. The deal is expected to boost defense spending to about $885 billion, in line with Biden 2024's budget spending proposal, an 11% increase from the $800 billion allocated in the current budget. I wonder why. Perhaps because we have China targeting nations in the Pacific Islands now. I don't know. Special IRS funding for federal tax authorities. Oh ho ho! Make sure you're paying your taxes, guys. I'm I'm a good guy, and I just love paying my taxes. It's like Christmas to me. You know, I only got this Gucci bandana after I paid my taxes, so make sure you pay your taxes, okay? Make sure you pay your taxes just like you got this. You know, and if I could wink right now, I would, for affirmation. Biden and Democrats secured $80 billion in new funding for a decade to help the Internal Revenue Service enforce the tax code for wealthy Americans in last year's Inflation Reduction Act. Just pay your taxes, guys. You know, it's all going to a good place. You know, trust the science, trust the authorities. You know, I'm sure. You know, we don't know where all that money went in Ukraine, and you know they're bombing kids in the Middle East. But who cares? Just pay your taxes. Everything's okay. On top of the fact that they don't even care about their own constituents, you should still pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. COVID clawback cuts for the CDC. Biden and McCarthy are expected to agree to claw back unused COVID-19 relief funds as part of the budget deal, including funding that had been set aside for vaccine research and disaster relief. The estimated amount of unused funds is between $50 billion and $70 billion. Can you believe this? Can you believe this horseshit? So we spend taxes to this government for some bullshit that we don't even need, and we called it from the jump. You know, the stats came out and they printed off all this money, and look what happened now. Now we have to, or not we, I gotta stop saying we. Now the Americans have to pay for some bullshit that they didn't even want in the first place, which I'm gonna get into later. Energy permitting. More money funded towards renewable energy. Fucking, oh my god. Basically, okay, here's the summary, okay? This is what it is and what it's always been. We're using money we don't have to fund bullshit we don't need. Like keeping up with the damn Joneses, but we don't even have anybody to keep up to because, you know, Americans always think they're number one. But anyways, get your fucking crypto wallets, okay? It's time to get serious. Stop fucking with your life. You know, if all you're trading in is the US dollar, especially if you're an American right now, do you really want to pay for other people, keep on paying for other people's mistakes? You know, huh? What are we funding? You know, dildos and bullshit and poppycock bullshit? You know? Or we're buying, we do. Oh yeah, we need to buy condoms for the fucking people in Baltimore who can't get their shit together, you know? Is that what you want to fund? You want to fund kids being bombed in the Middle East? So in summary, US government, as always, has spent more than than the budget amount that they were allocated for on shit that we don't need. So if you want to pay for their mistakes, then, you know, keep your money in the bank and stay asleep. But now more than ever, it's important to see why, you know, the times of old are gone, where you can just put your money in the bank and get 5% interest on it. You know, it's no more, 5 to 10%, whatever. You know, those times are gone with the wind. Everybody in the government now is just there to get their bag and dip. And they don't care about their own constituents. Some of them don't even care about themselves, as you can see. So, it's time to take matters into your own hands. And this is what cryptocurrency was invented for. Take back your financial freedom and your financial power. You know, it's more important now than ever to stop using fiat currencies because they're gonna keep printing off money. It's not gonna stop. Bureaucrats are gonna bureaucrat. And the value of your currency is just gonna get worse and worse. Because the value of an economy isn't the money, it's the stuff and the goods and services that we produce and provide. And if we're printing off all this money and then the goods and services stay stagnant or they go down because fuckers don't want to work, then of course the value of the US dollar is going to diminish. So now it's more important than ever to find other assets and currencies to invest into. So guys, I'm serious. It's more important now than ever to get your crypto wallets, okay? Learn how to use the blockchain, become a sovereign individual, take back the financial power in your own hands.